Hello, everyone. A very good evening to each one of you. I welcome you all to the Masterclass 1 of Generative AI Micro Internship Program 2024. We are so happy and so excited to start this program with this masterclass. We already had an orientation session. We explained about the flow of the program. We hope that all of you are in process of finishing your learning plans. Please ensure that you are finishing your learning plan, finishing the registration process on the IBM Skillsbuild platform by 25th of February. And today, ma'am would also share about the assignment that all of you need to submit in Word doc during the session. Yeah, so we would be starting the session. We have Miss Veena Divani ma'am in our midst. Ma'am, we welcome you to this masterclass, and we are so glad to have you. Ma'am has more than 27 years of experience across three P's, which is process, product, and people. Currently, ma'am also, she's a co-founder of her organization Meta Lean Six Sigma. And I'm sorry, she does workshops and sessions on LSS AI and Human Sigma for corporates and educational institutes. And let us welcome Veena ma'am with a big round of applause, and also, let them make the most of this session, make notes, and make everything possible to learn from her. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. And over to you, Veena ma'am. Thank you so much for taking this up. We are so glad to have you.
Thank you, Anjali ma'am, and a warm welcome to all of you. And I hope we all are humans. There is no robot logged in, just on the lighter side. So I'll share the presentation with you, and we will do a lot of talking as well. I like it to be very interactive. Give me a minute, I'll just open my presentation. So I also have Anu Soni with me. She is part of my team. Uh, okay, so as I present, a lot of people on the waiting room. Anyway, so I'm Veena, like ma'am said. Spoke about me. So I work with different companies. I do have a little bit of um, introduction, my experience. I'm getting some messages. Okay, so I do have my introduction, but we'll quickly take you through the material. And I think we will also stop in the middle to get some feedback and your understanding about the topic. Is that okay? Okay, how do I see the chat? Okay. All right. So this is what we are Meta Lean Six Sigma. Lean is being lean, being thin, and it it can be with the the way we look, and it can also be with the processes. So we all know that people are very demanding. Customers are very demanding now, and therefore it is very important. From the business point of view, it is very important to be on your toes. You kind of people are looking for perfection, and if you don't deliver, somebody else will, right? So lean is being lean, being thin, doing faster, and Six Sigma is about reducing the variation, being consistent all the time, every time. So you go to Starbucks, you see a coffee, it should be same taste all every time. It should not be different So that is about Six Sigma. Oh, well, that's a different complete study, but I'm just kind of touching upon what we mainly do. And meta, we all know, is another dimension. Like Earth has got three dimensions: length, breadth, height. Meta is another dimension, which is the higher dimension. Again, talking about kind of reaching perfection. I know perfection is not possible, but we all try to reach perfection to gain excellence, right? So so this is what we do, and as part of this process we incorporate generative AI. And because that's most happening, we all well, we all are aware of generative AI now, but I'm sure you must be knowing that it's an old concept. Actually, it is quite old. It's as old as, if you look at Greek mythology, in fact, somewhere in Indian mythology also, there are a lot of things which have happened which we are not aware. We still are not able to figure out how. Like the vehicle that Sri Ram would use, it was very different. We can't even imagine to have a vehicle like that now. It could be on water, it could be on land, it could fly as well. Similarly, in Greek mythology, also there is an reference where there is something called Telos, which was called a mechanical man, and this man was made to kind of take care or guard an island. So this was a mechanical man made out of machines. This is as per Greek mythology, and it was an animated bronze warrior. It was made to take care of or guard an island, which is called Crete. So these are some of the examples which will you will open up some mythological books and you will find a lot of things which we can't even imagine, right? Even now that everybody's talking about Sri Ram, if you remember, that's the link between India and Sri Lanka, that itself has not been explained even now. And it shows up on the Google map as well. So there are some of the things which we have still not achieved, which means that AI today is at the age of, they're saying, 11 years. Is a child. AI is a child. It's a narrow AI right now, and over a period of time, by around 2040, we will reach a stage where AI will become adult, which means that we will be able to use all our machinery using artificial intelligence. So that's how intelligent it's going to be. So I'm not able to see the chat, Anjali. So anyway, okay. So okay, let's move forward. Yeah. So as an organization, what is our vision? Right? Vision is consciously you have a vision which you see the path in front of you, and subconsciously also kind of the higher vision is that even with your eyes closed, what is it that is in your mind which you want to achieve over a period of time? How do you see your outcome to be? So as an organization, I have team with me, and we one thing is very clear for me, is that whatever we do, and that is what I'm going to suggest you all. I interact with a lot of college students. You have to give a lot of clarity to your mind, is that what is it that you want to achieve. Even on this call, for that matter, you are attending this for awareness, I'm assuming, but from a career perspective, if in fact from a career, because we are on a professional call, but from a family perspective and everywhere, you must decide what is it that you want to look for. How do you see yourself 5 years hence, 10 years hence? So as an organization, we learn technology, and ma'am said, like, and ma'am informed you, I'm a BTech in electronics from Delhi College of Engineering. And believe me, the kind of learning I have had in my career is far greater than the education that I have achieved from from Delhi College of Engineering, which is supposed to be an esteemed college. So each and every day we are learning, but you have to give a clarity to your mind: is where do you want to achieve? Like, where do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to reach? So as an organization, we want to grow each day. Every day I'm going to be a better version of my previous day, and so is my team. And I believe in abundance mindset, which means that we all people on this call, I would say each and every person on this call, can achieve more, can achieve, like we all can, let's say in 5 years from now, we all can have a crore in our account. It's possible. And if so, success, you can make a note of this: success is determination plus affirmation plus the hard work that you do, right? So with this thought, we run the organization. And that's the mission: each one learn more and each one earn more. Okay. So Anu, I'm not able to see my Zoom chat, so you can message me if there's something important to handle. Okay. So this is a little bit of me. I spoke about how the mind works at Guineas also. That was an initiative by Mr. Modi. And I also spoke at World Book of Records. And I do online and offline trainings uh, on a lot of topics. Spoken about Lean Six Sigma, generative AI, and I've also spoken about business communication, um, entrepreneurship, almost all the topics which you can think of in management, in technology, and like ma'am said, people, process, and product. I've also I was a general manager with Pepsi for innovations. So that part of work also I have done. So a lot of work I have done. Well, I've been talking a lot. I can quickly tell you. I just yeah. So we've impacted 700 lives, mentored 30 plus projects, worked for PepsiCo, Genpact, Wipro, Samsung, a lot of companies. Right. I'm based out of Delhi. Okay. So we do all these workshops. We do consultancy on process efficiency, project mentorship, quality audits, people performance, resume building, problem solving, generative AI, personality development, right? See, leadership workshops, um, and human sigma. So human sigma is how can you achieve more? How can you reach to the fullest of your potential? Now, in terms of potential, you can achieve. You can achieve. Be it family, you can be the best. Be it professionally, you can be the best. So we kind of give a formula. We give a success blueprint as to how you can achieve your best. How can you grow to the highest, to the fullest? Like a tree will always grow, will never decide to stop growth. In nature, they don't decide to stop their growth. Similarly, humans also should decide not to stop their growth. Let's just keep going and going and going. Yeah. So in Singapore, they say rest is rust. Rest is rust. And in India, they say work is worship. So it's the same thing, right? Now I kind of believe, I mean, it's quite obvious, but I also want to emphasize on this that millennials and Gen Y and Gen Z and then now Gen Alpha. Are you guys aware of Gen Alpha? Okay, so Gen Alpha is children who are almost reaching 14 now. So children born from 2010, right? 2010 and later. So age group 0 to 14 is Gen Alpha, right? Now, why I'm talking about this is because this is one set of people, set of children they have been exposed to internet right from the beginning, right? So they have worked with devices, they have played, they have seen, they have been into social media. There are pros and cons. The good part is that they are like so savvy with technology, and a lot of them are doing a lot of work online, and they are influencers, they are making money as well. They are achieving popularity, fame at a very early age. You tell them to tie their shoelaces, they won't be able to, but they can tell you a lot about technology. So there are risks. Good thing is, like I said, they are new entrepreneurs, they are growing. India has become 4 trillion, it's going to be a 7 trillion economy soon, and India is going to be the fastest running economy. Well, the change is across the world, but India is very conducive. It is very pro growth, considering the leadership that we have. As of now, it is very favorable. If you are, I would say that wherever you go on the globe, but this is the time where you can kind of come back and do a lot for the country and for yourself, right? So you are the future, and alpha, you are probably, I would say, Gen Z, and some of your siblings will be Gen Alpha. What you have to consider also is that how can you keep your mind stable? Learn, but at the same time keep your mind stable, so that you can focus on one. Be aware of everything, but focus on one, right? So yes, so you are the future. Now, are there? I want to kind of ask you, and I would request uh, Anu to put that somewhere and send it to me. Is that what are your expectations from this workshop? I mean, is there anything specific that you are looking forward to?
Hello, ma'am. Dipanshu this side from CSR Box. Ma'am, can you have no access of the chat box?
I'm not able to
Uh,
see the chat, so I don't know how I.
it's in the bottom or on the top. So there's an option of chat near the participants option. There's an option of chat. So students must be texting you directly in the chat box. Or you can tell me who is the member from your side so I can make them co-hosts and they can add.
Yeah, Anu Sony is the member, but I am not able to see my chat box.
Ma'am, Annu Soni, I think I have there's no person with that name in the
Anu
meeting.
Sony, ANNU.
Let me just check. Yes, I have. So I have made her the co-host, and
No, but you can kind of.
Anu, can you please use your mic? Can you use your mic?
Thank you, ma'am.
Your network is
One mic.
not right, I guess.
Oh, एक minute. Wait, am I audible?
Yeah,
There's a glitch in your voice, I guess.
yeah. Should I ask the chatbot? Anyway, so Anu is there, right?
Students,
I
you
just
can
sent
drop
them.
text to me uh, on the CSR box at who is the host of the meeting. So I'll share if there are any queries with the ma'am and she will answer it. Right? So you can directly message CSR box and you can continue. I'll address the if there are any
All right,
queries or
all right, all right. Okay, so we will continue. So, okay, so I think ma'am, Anjali ma'am had shared what we will be covering. So we will be covering, the basics of AI. What does it mean? The history. How did it originate? What are the different applications? And how is generative AI, automation, all these terms, they are a bit confusing in our mind. So we will give a clarity about what it is all about. And at the same time, we have some set of tools that we will touch upon. There is an assignment which I will announce today itself, so that it is easy for you to do it next time. Bring it next time. And Anu is an expert in our AI tools. So she will take you through one of the tools today, so that it is easy for you to do the assignment. Um, okay. So, if there is anything which you think is not covered, we do have some time. I think we will come back next week, Wednesday. So, we will cover all those which you think are not covered, and you think are important for you. All right. Okay. So, we move forward. Okay.
ma'am.
Yeah. So we just said the market scenario. What is the cost of being unaware? I hope you all realize this part. Um I mean, I know I kind of have more probably experience in terms of years versus you guys. So when I look back in my life and I remember, and that is starting my education, childhood days. So anything which I think I missed, yeah, I missed a class, or I missed a subject, I missed a session, or I missed any. I don't think I missed an exam, but if I miss something, and today I go back and I think back and I say, oh, I made this mistake today because I missed that class so many years back. So I do have those realizations. I do realize that if I miss something, I it has an impact, because the universe is, it works on, it does justice to all. So if I miss something and somebody else picks it up, obviously he gets an advantage. So there is always a cost of being unaware or being ignorant. Ignorant is, they say ignorance is the cause of all suffering. So there is always a cost of awareness, cost of unawareness. And we will just touch upon that, and how good it is to be aware, and how does it translate into money. How does your awareness translate into money? So we talk about what is, I just said, AI, generative AI, real intelligence. Is there a risk? What is the difference? What is it that I can do and AI cannot do? What is it that AI can do and I cannot do? All of that. And next time we will talk about the tools and the applications, and we would ask you to do the hands-on. Like, we will ask you to apply these tools by yourself, and so that you can kind of use it for problem solving. All right. So, do you guys have any confusion, that what is needed? What are the prerequisites for this session? So, there are. So, do you need a programming knowledge? Do you need to be very efficient in maths, computation? Do you need to be to have technical knowledge? Do you need to have science background, or do you need to know analytics? Do you need to know analytics, data handling, number handling, or Python? And so many terms are there: machine learning, deep learning. data science. So do you think you need all of that information, or it is kind of okay to learn? Okay, so I just want to tell you all that there is absolutely no need. If you are aware, then it is good. Obviously, like I said, there is always a cost on unawareness. So if you're aware of these topics, then it is good. But if you do not know, then there is no hassle, right? The biggest trigger for anybody to seek learning is curiosity. So once you have curiosity, Google will take you wherever you want to. So you will be able to do learn and apply, and rather develop an app also, if you um if even if you don't know these things, right? So don't worry too much about it. And It's okay, you know it or don't know it, doesn't really matter much. All right, so then what do you need, right? So I just spoke about the formula of success, right? Anybody remembers? The formula for success is determination plus affirmation plus hard work, right? So that is what we are looking for. We are looking for determination from your side, that yes, you want to learn, and you fully focus on the session. I mean, I'm assuming you're not scrolling your phone right now or looking here and there. All your senses, the five senses, basic five senses, are here on the session. So your determination, yes, I want to know, yes, I want to learn. A simple device, laptop is good. If you have a phone, and if you do not have a laptop, it is not a problem. Concentration, I just said, and obviously your interest to achieve, to learn. Okay. So the market is just booming with artificial intelligence. So I'll tell you, just go. I mean, not to confuse, but just go back to the basics. The basics is that, they said one, like 1 plus 1 is 2, right? So one, and they say in us, we all are social animals, and that's why social media is doing so well. Human beings love to talk, love to be listened to, and they love to interact, right? Now that's why social media is booming so much. Now what is the difference between the 7 billion people on this planet versus x number of devices on this planet? Okay, so the main difference, if you see, I'm sure you will realize, is that these devices mostly are connected. All these devices are connected. They can like, not by their own intelligence right now, but they can kind of communicate with each other, right? So I know we do have servers, like we have YouTube server, Google server, Amazon server, a lot of server, like Indian server are in Singapore, and then big giants have it in the US, wherever it is. So these all these computers and all these devices are connected with each other, right? Now that brings power, right? So that this the fact that they are connected, and all the data or all the information which human beings fill into the internet, they have an access. So all these devices have an access to the entire the gamut of information which is available on internet, and that makes it so powerful. So in a way, we are giving power to artificial intelligence, by paying attention to it. So that's the reason why it has become so powerful now. It has started long back, like I was telling you, but it is powerful now because we can communicate with each other in the entire globe. If you know how to give the right command, how to leverage AI for the benefit of organizations, companies, then you are at a very good place. So apart from determination, interest, etc., you should be able to give a good command. You should really know how to develop, how to give a right command to the system, right? Now, like they say, garbage in, garbage out, right? So if you give bad command, you will get bad output. And there are cases, if you go back, there have been cases where uh, when the command is not given right, uh, there have been blunders also, right? But I'm not talking too much about it. So what I'm trying to say is that if you give a good command to AI and you know exactly how to leverage the tools for the benefit of a company's goals, organizational goals, then you are at a very good place, irrespective of your base knowledge. I'm sure you must be aware there are a lot of companies which are kind of doing away with the basic qualification need. There is no need of basic qualification. They will just, like, for example, Google will just interview you on the basis of your skills. So they demand a set of skill set. They may not demand the qualifications or the educational qualifications, not all, but there are some companies which have kind of done away with it because they are looking at skills. They are not really too concerned about the basic qualification that you carry. So I do have here a survey uh, which is done by Peterson's research company. It is talking about how the market is booming. So in 2022, okay, so in 2022, it was 454 billion USD, the market size, and it is expected to hit 2,575 billion dollars by 2032. And this growth has a compound annual growth rate of 19%. So if you see, this is really big. So if you, on an average, it's 2 to 3% CAGR. Now this one, between 2023 to 2032, it is 19% growth rate. Okay. So and North America rules, and it has the value there is USD 167 billion in 2022, last calculated. Okay. Yeah. So going forward, okay, what are the kind of salaries that you get, right? So salaries do depend on the how much, obviously, apart from generative AI, how much AI, like the machine learning, deep learning, how much of that the tools that you are aware of. It has other factors also. It depends on the organization that you join, what kind of revenues the organization is churning out, and what kind of business you are into. Like the currently, the highest growth is in ed tech education. People want to learn left, right, center, everywhere. And technology companies, and auto, electric cars, and real estate. So a lot of companies are booming. This is the age. But AI is applicable in all the industries. So AI doesn't restrict to technology. Today every person is almost like a software engineer. I would say every child is a software engineer. Basics that you do online, for the fact that simple, apply using all the Google tools. If you are able to, Google Classroom, Google Mail, they've got almost, I would say, 12 to 15 tools, Google itself, which you can use. So everybody today has almost become like a software engineer. So the kind of salaries depends on your skill, and the highest salary has also gone up to 1 CR, depending on the skill that you are able to develop. All right. Now, this combo means problem solving. I mean, if you see, if you think for a moment, why is this new technology, or why every other day there is something new coming up? It is mainly because of the needs of people, or the new needs are coming up. People are more impatient. They want more better results. They want their needs to be fulfilled. That's why new technology is coming up, right? Technology has become part of our life. We can't think of life without technology. Why these things are coming every other day is because it's like solving our problems, things which are taking time. We want to reduce it. We want to solve our problems. We want to kind of as an individual or as a company, we want to be more sophisticated. We want to grow more. So problem solving is one of the things which is very important to learn, right? And the other is technology. So one is that you should understand how to solve a problem. You should be able to analyze, figure out what is the pain area, handle it like a project, define the problem, measure the gravity of the problem, analyze the problem, improve, control, sustain. It's an iterative process. So this problem solving process, and at the same time you are able to apply technology to be able to solve your problem and sustain it and then go on to the next problem. So if you are aware of how to solve a problem, like if you know the methodologies of, there are different methodologies like Lean, Six Sigma. If you know that, at the same time you are a technical, you have the knowledge of AI, generative AI, then this combo goes very well. So there are companies, recruiters like Glassdoor, they have published this report of giving zero point 0.9 cr an annual. So this is not the highest, this is like median, most occurring value. So these, and but these are of definitely with the technical kind of background. India Today has published a report which is talking about 1.4 cr. Now this is like I said, the combo of problem solving at the same time knowing AI or generative AI, as the case may be. And there are other sources which are talking about 1.5 cr annual, right? So, Anu, do we have any questions which that I should address right now?
Ma'am, I have shared you personally.
On my WhatsApp?
No, ma'am, on this chat.
No, chat I'm not able to see.
Anu, that is the main problem, that ma'am cannot access the chat. So we need to ask the questions. So if you have noted the question, you can mention. Like I have a question. One student asked what are the high paying skills a person need to develop in AI? So ma'am, if you can answer.
Yeah, so you're saying what are the highest skills that a person need to see? Sorry, what's your name?
It's a question from Rishabh.
Rishabh. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So yes, so Rishabh, this is the question is very good, but the answer is changing every day. What I mean by this is that every day new technology is coming up. So when we do trainings, for that matter, last time when we did the training, our set of tools were different. Right now, when we are doing the training, the tools are different. So there is no formula to it, but yes, if you do a thorough 6 month kind of a proper training with different companies, then definitely they will be able to cover everything. But that doesn't guarantee any kind of job or any kind of skill upgrade, because what I'm trying to say is that you have to be on your toes on a daily basis. You have to be on your toes on your daily basis, because the key difference between AI and human beings, like I said, humans are not connected. I mean, they don't realize that they are all connected, right? But AI and internet is all connected. So what a human can learn in X number of years, AI will implement in couple of seconds, I would say, that fast, because it has the power of so many devices being connected through internet, right? So you have to be, now question one is how much you should learn. You must pick up a proper course. There are a lot of free courses also. Google is giving some, but there are some paid courses also. You must look at a proper course, and you can do, if you have a technical background, you can do machine learning and deep learning to get a better understanding. But if you do not have a technical background, then focus on generative AI and application of generative AI on different platforms. You can also, I would also suggest you to think, kind of decide in your mind what kind of industry you want to get into, because if you because that will kind of narrow down and make you more focused on a particular industry. So today, healthcare is hiring in a big way. Healthcare has a very, very good future. I mean, I was just I mean, I just came across a case where AI has been able to diagnose or detect a very rare leukemia in a particular case, right? In a particular human. So the amount of computation AI can do, there is absolutely no limit. Like what we do in years, they can do it in seconds. So with respect to computation, they are very, AI is very strong. With respect to intelligence, like if you tell AI, let's say I have Alexa and I say please go to my living room and get the remote control, it won't be able to do it. Like AI is not that intelligent. But if I tell AI, you tell me 5 raised to the power 108, it will be able to tell me quickly. So the point I'm making is, you do a thorough course, but you really have to be updated on your toes on your daily basis. I mean, you just have to live it, and that is when you can do really good. Does it answer, Rishabh?
Until the Rishabh reply, we have few more questions. Uh, like students wants to know what is the connection of Python and AI. I mean, is Python a suitable language for AI and how relevant it is? So regarding the Python, there are multiple questions that I have received. So if you can answer about the Python, like do we need to learn Python by heart for learning AI, or is
No,
Python
not so
language is
much.
best with AI?
Okay. So let me separate the 2 points. I'm just trying to connect the chat. But anyway, so let me separate the 2 points. See, I mean, like generation, like you have your parents and you have your grand parents. So there are generations. Similarly, there are generations in computer also. There have been third generation computer, fourth generation, etc. Right? And then artificial intelligence. Intelligence is, I do have some slides on what exactly it means. But the question on knowing Python, awareness is good, but it's not compulsory. What I want to distinguish, I want to clearly distinguish between generative AI and non-generative and what it means, right? So, uh, I mean, connecting computer, using machine language and natural processing language and making computers work for you is your AI. Right now, what is generative AI is the AI which is able to generate, create, they are able to create new things for you. um, Now how does it create new things? Right now, I mean, human beings, to have a new face, you cannot change your face, right? You cannot create a new face. There is no way you can create a new face. Like there's just one way of having children, that's it. There's no new way of creating children. Now what AI can do is AI can generate a new face. So if you give 1000 faces, they will use the pixel information from all these 1000 faces and generate a new face for you. So that is what AI can do. Now this is generative AI. Okay. Now this has a snowball effect. What snowball effect means that uh, have you seen? I mean, if you go to places with snow, now if you have a very small ball and if it falls, it kinds of collect the other, more and more snow, and it's small. Slowly, from a small ball, it becomes a very big ball, right? That's called a snowball effect. Now, while the origin is old AI, but now because AI is able to use kind of data and information which is so big right now. Internet has got so much of information. Now AI is able to use this information and create more. It has become a creator. So from a curator it has become a creator. um, so Python necessary? No. I just want to close that part. So but no. But what is important is uh, to be able to, so to understand generative AI, and most mainly to be able to leverage this skill of generative AI to generate new information. Now, when I just talking about generate new information, you can kind of just guess where all it can use, right? Wherever you need new information, right? So you can use it in art. You can, so wherever you have, let's say your internet will have, without your permission, I must tell you, AI is in your life without your permission. So if you, there will be, let's say, assuming there are 1 lakh pictures, 1 lakh art pictures on internet, and if there is an AI, it might pick up those pictures, the art, the paintings, and it can create a new painting. And there is very little difference that you can make out between the two. So it can generate. Now if it art, paintings, similarly faces, similarly audios. So if you, Spotify has so many songs, right? So you can come up with the Spotify AI with some other name, and it can pick up all the songs and generate its own song. That's also possible. Like, they can generate their own song. And similarly audio, video, you can edit the videos also. So there are so many videos already on internet. Now there will be an AI tool which will pick up those videos, and you ask this tool, you please tell me a car racing in snow, and it will prepare it for you. How is it preparing? Because it has the access to all the internet information. So to so see, the course etc will just give you a trigger, but maximum learning you will be doing. Python, you, if you want to program, and it's a very simple programming language, but if you're not so keen, don't worry too much. You can kind of think about the career that you want to choose. First you decide the outcome. How do you want to look? Do you want to look like a lawyer? Do you want to look like a software engineer? What kind of, or do you want to look like a sports person? Or what is the outcome that you can visualize in your mind? So once you decide what industry you want to go into, it could be an FMCG, it could be a training company, it could, and then you can think of wherever, you can use generative AI to make the business, uh, to speed up the process, make the process lean, faster, and generate revenue for the company. So I hope you all know this. Wherever you join, whether it is an institute, whether it is your family, or whether it is your, an organization for a job, you must align your goals with the company goals, or you must align and realign your goals with the company goals, so that when company grows, you grow. There is no other way to do it. If your goals are different from your company goals, then it is very difficult, right? So I hope that answers.
Anu, Sony, if you have any questions, like if there were any questions that students have asked you, you can ask that questions to ma'am or mention those questions to ma'am so that she can answer few more questions.
Yeah, you can shoot your questions, because once I get into this, then it becomes a bit difficult. Yeah.
Ma'am, you can continue the sessions because I think most of the questions are regarding how to use AI in startup, right? What is the scope of the start of AI? So students are curious about their career and opportunities in AI. So I think if we continue the session, we might cover these questions. If I'm not wrong,
Okay,
ma'am.
sure. Yeah, I'm just checking out if it can realize while in Zoom meeting, click on the chat.
And students
Yeah,
also
okay,
want to
sure.
know that where they can learn more about these AI, generative AI courses and all. So apart from that, if you
Okay.
can also mention
So,
about that.
yes, so I will probably make a note. No, I would request you to just make a list of the questions, so that if we cover some of it, we cover today, rest we will make sure we cover it next time. Okay.
Ma'am, am I audible? Sorry to interrupt, but I got disconnected.
Okay, okay. So now I want to see. It's very important to know how it originated, because that kind of helps you to understand why it is happening and where we are heading to, and why is it so. All of that. So you know. So I did touch upon the mythology, and well, you do n number of courses. It's good to do courses. My learning, my personal learning, has come mostly from uh, curiosity, curiosity to understand. I mean, mythology, and how we can reach that level. So it seems whatever we can't explain, we call it as myth, but if we can explain, we call it as science. So, yes, I just said Greek mythology and Indian mythology. There are a lot of things which have happened. They kind of show, with due respect to all the deities, they kind of show the size going up and down. Hanumanji, the size big and small. So, and somebody disappearing. But so I believe all of it is possible. All of it is possible. The fact that you all are sitting there and listening to me, and we all are in different locations, thanks to all the technology. And just 10 years back, we never thought that we can get into a Zoom and meet so many people at one time. Also, like I am talking right now, if somebody is watching one of my videos somewhere on LinkedIn or somewhere Insta, then I become present two places at the same time. So if I'm talking to you and somebody is watching my video, so I am kind of not omnipresence like God, but I am present at two places, right? And if somebody is thinking about me, then I become present at three places. So that's how. So I'm just kind of giving you a reference as to where we have to reach. Where are we right now, and where we have to reach? So if I mean, if God can be omnipresent, which means that technology is possible. So there is a technology which is possible to become omnipresent, just that we our science doesn't define. We do not know how to do it, and soon we will kind of just go up and up. So, like I said, we three dimensions. Earth has three dimensions: length, breadth, height, right? We can only have three dimensions. The fourth dimension is time, which is irreversible for people on earth. We cannot reverse it. Like if we have gone ahead, we can't reverse it. So there are three dimensions, and 3.5 rather. But if you today see, there is, I call virtual world as another dimension to it, fourth dimension. I call spiritual world as another fifth dimension. So you can see how the dimensions are going up and up. And our scriptures are talking about 12 and 24 dimensions already. So there is a lot of potential, which you, each one of you, I mean, I have absolutely no doubt, each one of you have all the potential to achieve everything. What we just need to be more focused. We need to figure out how we can achieve, you know, get into learning, have curiosity, code your mind for success, and you can achieve everything. So we talk about history. So it started with machines, and you know, like I spoke about Thales being the first mechanical man. um, okay. And this is old, like I said, you know, Greek mythology. And after that, 1943, we're talking about artificial neurons. I mean, I hope I will keep connecting this with the human structure. We all have neurons, right? We have billions of neurons. In terms of cells, we have, all books will say different, but kind of 30 trillion cells inside our body. So we are talking about, we do have neurons, and we have connections inside. Our brain has neural network, and the language is very simple here, similar here. Here we are talking about artificial neurons. Like a cell has proton, neutron, and electron, and mostly 90% is the electric field outside in a neutron. And neutron is neutral, proton is positive charge. So like a cell, so neuron is also like a cell. The first evolution of artificial neuron happened in 1943. 1950 was a very important year, I would say. uh, uh, Turning machine, right? So turning, Turing. I think the spelling is this right. Okay. Alan Turing was the first one who came up with this Turing machine. Now, the curiosity was that, can we develop any intelligent? Can we develop a machine which can be intelligent? Now, what does it mean here? It should, you know, the question here is that Turing machine was a machine which is even now used. The machine has the capability, or this is like a test. Turing test has the capability to figure out if a particular machine has thinking of its own. Okay. Intelligence means we are talking about its own thinking. What it means is that, like, I'm talking to you right now, lot of things I'm not reading from the slide, but I'm thinking by myself and telling you. So I have thinking of my own. So I'm a human being, right? I have my own thinking. Now, here in 1950, Alan Turing said that, can I have a machine which can have its own thinking, right? So with this question, there is absolutely no machine till date which has been able to clear this test. Okay, so there is no machine which has its own thinking, you know. But as of now, we are trying to reach a level where it is using the thinking. So in a way, if you see, AI is using my thinking, your thinking. If I have uploaded something on internet, you have uploaded, somebody else has uploaded, the entire world is uploading these days, everything, somebody is doing something or the other. All that information is accessible to the machine. So while it is not intelligent to have its own thinking, but it has already so much of humongous information which it is pulling out to give its thinking. So so that was Alan Turing in 1950. Then there is birth of AI. Okay, so I'll just quickly go about talk about this. Uh, there is Christopher Stachy, in 19, yeah. So then this is, birth of AI is when the gaming started. That is when you must have heard about this game of checkers, you know, childhood game checkers, and we all know of chess. So this is the time when checkers and chess was developed as a computer program. So this computer program, that was developed in 1956. 1966, like, we have Alexa these days. So this was first time when chatbot, which is called Eliza, that came out in 1966. Okay. So this was introduced by IBM. I mean, IBM Deep Blue itself. And 1997, it's not showing. Okay. Um, 1972, the first robot, IBM robot, was developed. And this was a great accomplishment where we figured out that AI could be intelligent enough to be able to apply in pharma. So this was started applying in healthcare, and various companies actually, but healthcare was one of the most prominent ones. And in 19 yeah, so then there is a lot of winning in terms of AI started applying in proving the hypothesis. So hypothesis is something which you think is right. You use data analysis using AI and start making decisions using the analysis done by AI. So AI supported decision making in 1970s, 80s, and there's some okay, 1980. uh, the expert systems in terms of combining more than one system to generate the output. So that was 1980. And 1990s, so there is another accomplishment by AI where IBM Deep Blue beats Gary Kasparov. So in chess, so India, sorry, not India, AI achieved, um, the tool of AI or the machine of AI won over chess champion Gary Kasparov. So that was a great achievement, and um, it was a big kind of hit to the entire world as to AI could also be developed to win over chess master. So that was a big achievement for AI. And then AI in home started. We all are aware now. It started with Roomba and AI Watson, IBM Watson, which I just spoke about earlier. It was started. Okay, this one is a lot of healthcare companies are using Watson. And I think rest we all aware. 2012 Google now, chatbot Eugene, and so in 2014, chatbot Eugene has won a part of Turing test, which I just spoke about. Amazon Echo and Alexa, all of that. All these are narrow AIs. So there are three AIs: narrow, uh, normal, and super. So AI narrow, AI general, and AI super intelligent. So all this current AI as we speak, all the AI that you see, and I just touch upon the age, they're saying 11 years of age is AI. So this is just narrow AI, which is basic. It can do computation, it can make connections, it can pull out the data and generate its own creation. uh, and But it cannot do tasks like go and get some material from the market or anything like that, which human beings can. So that is where human beings have an advantage over AI till now. But the like I said, AI, super intelligent AI, is will be comparable will with human beings. And it is assumed by 2040 it can kind of surpass human beings. As of now, future predictions it cannot give. Like, it can kind of pull out some data, but it cannot give future predictions. And just on a lighter side, I'll give you an example. When this Ram Janmabhoomi 22nd of Jan, it was happening. Out of my curiosity, I typed Ram on Google to find out what it has to say, and it just told me random access memory. And the entire country and world, for that matter, was aware of a big day, and everybody was cheering up and doing mantras, etc. But Google had no clue about it. So there are some contextual things which internet or AI will not be able to tell you. And this is something where human intelligence has power. Future prediction, contextual predictions, and obviously, our power of reasoning and breathing, all of that. As of now, AI cannot take it. But a lot of computations, for example, if I have to do computation, I might take time. But if AI has to do a computation, to give you a reference, something which 12, so there is a case where 12,000, JP Morgan's case, where 12,000 um, documents had to be served, checked, if the consultants took 36,000 hours and AI did it in seconds. So that is the kind of accuracy, and that is the kind of speed which is there with AI, right? So that was just to give you a comparison and how it has evolved. Now, why is the demand is so up right now? Why do you think the demand is up? So you can still type, and Anu, my friend, will keep making a record. So don't worry. And next time we'll fix it for sure. Okay. So we just spoke about this. Yeah, we just spoke about computational power, and we also spoke about more data. Like, just think for a moment, you can just think about yourself. Each one of you can just close your eyes and think that for last 10, 12 years, 20 years, what kind of information have you uploaded on internet till now? I mean, it starts with definitely now your phone starts with your email. You first have to put your email, and everything that you do, you don't even realize it is being recorded. Okay, everything that you do is being recorded. I remember when I was going to work in the morning, and I am very lucky. Nobody tells me, "Abhi chale jao, abhi jao, nahi jao." So I am very lucky. I have all the freedom on this planet. But when I was looking at my phone said, "Ma'am, you're late for by half an hour." So that is the kind of transparency, or that is the kind of information we are giving to AI, and it is also now has the power to tell us, it is telling us that, okay, I am getting late to work. So that is the kind of data we ourselves are making it powerful. We are making it powerful by giving it more and more data. So once in a while you can kind of switch it off and put your location off or whatever, and that can be done. We have better algorithms, right? Because they're coding, a lot of coding is already on the system and it has an access to it. So we have better algorithms which help it do some amount of reasoning, which can be done by the this thing. And now, as you see, somebody asked me about the courses. So there are a lot of companies are giving free courses as well. If you want to get the certificate, they might charge. But why are they doing so is because they want to spread it out, and it is so the reason they are giving is also they want people to give attention, pay attention to AI, and today they are giving you for free. Tomorrow you will buy their products, and you will use their tools. So that's why there is a lot of investment the big companies are doing to spread it. Okay, but there has to be some ethics. We do have a slide on ethics. Anyway, so what exactly is intelligence? So if you think over it, I mean, you think of your friends in your circle, a lot of different personalities in your family and around. What exactly is intelligence? Okay, so intelligence comes mainly from exposure, knowledge. So it's not only knowledge. So if you are reading books all the time, you still need exposure. So you're exposed, you have a lot of knowledge, you are being trained, and knowledge, training, exposure, and information, data, all of that put together gets you intelligence. So you become intelligence by exposure, knowledge, so experience, or exposure, right? So knowledge plus exposure will give you intelligence. So that is exactly what AI has right now. AI has been exposed. Now if you think of AI as one individual, one big, which is connected, all the devices are connected, you will realize that, oh my god, it is so powerful. It knows the entire Google Maps. Like, it knows the map where what is, everywhere in the universe. It almost in the, like, at least the planet, it knows everything. Who is where, what all businesses are there, all the population, companies, countries, revenues, mostly most of the data, whatever we are filling, and we are filling mostly, I would say 90-80% correct. So whatever we are feeding to the system, for a moment you realize that it knows everything. So powerful it is. It has more exposure, it has more knowledge, and therefore it has gotten more intelligence than what I have it and what you have it. Okay. So it, by definition, it is the simulation of human-like intelligence, enabling them to perform tasks which typically humans will do. And so it's what is it like? Information, generating information from the data, which is analysis, data crunching, reasoning, problem solving, and understanding the natural language. Now, what is natural language? People talk about natural language processing. So when machines started with the language of binary, which is 0 and 1. And then like we have a decimal system, and machines would understand binary. Old were the days when there were microprocessors. Microprocessor is the chip, like the chip meaning the semiconductor device, semiconductor chip, which is used in computers. So those chips had a very fixed language they would understand. So it was also called machine language, and then it was called assembly language. Those were like, initially it was binary, then it was like add, add, store, go, like mostly three-letter languages, assembly language. So over a period of time, we have done is, instead of we learning the languages, and so those were really tough. I remember having learned in my um, business, this thing, BTech base. So those languages were very tough to remember, and we had to feed those fixed languages to the machine to operate, to the microprocessor to operate. But now, over a period of time, we have tried to make it easier for the machines to know, right? So we have, instead of we learning, we have made machines smarter enough so that they can just pick up a natural language. Now, natural language is like when you speak to Alexa or Echo, you say, okay, please play me this song. How is the day today? What is the temperature? You are very specific. You are very, very specific. That is a great thing to do. And you are using your natural language. And so the systems are smart to pick up the language. Now, the advantage is, people do have, like somebody had the question on Python. So uh, learning programming languages is a bit tough. So we have made this language so easy so that you don't have to learn and you still can generate, you know. So you don't have to really be a programmer to be able to do programming now. You just have to be very clear in giving your command. Like you used to have, Genie, like you used to have earlier storybooks, you have Genie. So you tell Genie, get this, and the Genie will get it. So you have to be very clear in your commands. Now they use very machine learning is used, and neural networks, deep learning, to analyze and interpret, make decisions, and automate the complex tasks. Now there are some ethics. Now, why are we talking? There is a news article generated by BBC. If you look around, you will find across the globe we are talking about ethics right now. Okay, there are two things which I can think of, which which can be at risk. Okay, which is not so good, and we really have to work on it. Number one, AI is doing things on click, on by just clicking you can get things done, right? An art which an artist will take 5 years to generate, AI will create it in 5 seconds. So that is the kind of speed that our mind is accessible to now. Okay, our mind is accessible to speeds which are phenomenal, like phenomenal. Now, what is the risk? The risk is to the mind. Okay, because why? Because then the mind has expectations, and it is not possible to be doing things in seconds always. So, you will see kids now saying their mothers, do it fast, jaldi, 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 blink it, will get it faster than you do. So the mind is becoming very impatient and, I mean, tough to keep it stable. So AI is generating a lot of impatience in the minds of children, people, customers, consumers, like really consuming the system, people, services. So consumption is high, and impatience is high. So you have to tell, if you are feeding impatience to your mind, you must feed, balance it with patience to your mind, right? So if you are feeding impatience, you can feed patience also, so that it balances out. There are different ways to balance out. You have breath work, you have, focusing on your breath, sitting idle, not doing anything, 10 minutes, and just maybe focusing on a point or watching sun for some time. There are different ways to do it. How you can just neutralize your own neural network, so that, if you are exposed to generating things on click, then you can, your mind knows that this is just temporary. That is one. So that is one part of it. The other part of it is respect for humans, right? So that, since we are exposed to machines, I remember having heard this, that, a conversation where the child says to the mother that, Google can do faster than you do. Google can tell, so let me not listen to you, let me go and listen to Google, because Google will give me a better result. So we need to respect people, and this world is diverse. We have people who are handicapped, we have people who have different ways of working, ways of thinking. There are all sorts of people, and there is with this kind of attitude, there is a risk to the respect to people, right? So that is one part. Okay. In terms of beneficence, it means, yeah, in terms of beneficence, you also have to realize for a moment that it is, you are being fed, or you are being shown what you want to see. So we all get a filtered feed on our social media, or on internet, because it depends on our likings. What we like, we are fed with it. Okay. Well, if you see a one type of video, you will keep getting similar types of video. So for you, your universe is very restricted. Hmm? And so you do not get a complete picture of the world. So for example, if I want to learn AI, today I search AI, tomorrow I search AI, so I will keep getting similar feed. Okay. And then I will start assuming that this is the universe, and I would not know the true picture of the world. It will be a very biased picture. So what the risk here is that, um, it is a disproportionate data. It is a disproportionate data, and therefore it can, not to all places, but especially when it comes to healthcare, it is a very disproportionate. So company which is feeding more advertisements, which is feeding more data, which is exposed more to internet, they will the data will be biased to that, to their ways of working. So there is a risk. It is a very unbiased world in AI. So you have to be very careful about what you are accessing, especially when it comes to health. Okay. So in terms of justice, this is also a little bit like similar. Belmont report was generated, which also talking about having an equal share for people, irrespective of their exposure. Now there is a virtual world. Virtual world is exposed to internet. There is a physical world, and in the physical world, not everybody is exposed, right? So this is not an equal share. Your individual needs must be taken care of. Individual efforts should be rewarded. Merit should not always be based on the data that is available on internet. Okay. Now there are terms. We Okay. I'll quickly talk about this. So there are terms like automation. There is a term called automation. There is a term called intelligence, right? We spoke about intelligence. Automation. So I will quickly. Well, this is a slide, but just to give you a reference. Now we all have washing machines at home. Now, if you have a washing machine, you kind of you just have a fixed programming done already. If it is an automatic machine, you have a fixed programming. So you will have cotton clothes, you will have wool, or you will have one more probably option, quick wash. So you will have a fixed three options, let's say, and it will work accordingly. So that is automation. Okay. Now this is automation. And what is intelligence or artificial intelligence in this case is, let's say your washing machine, I'm just guessing, maybe 5 years down the line, you will be able to buy a washing machine which is connected to internet. So you can it will keep getting data from internet. So if you just tell washing machine, let's say by Diwali time you want to wash your carpet, so you tell that, you put the carpet inside and you tell it to wash the carpet, which option is not there right now. In automated, in the current washing machines that you have, you do not have. It is a static type. Okay, it is not an intelligent automation. Now in an intelligent automation, what will happen is it can do something which is not already there, but it will pick it up from internet because of the connectivity, right? So that is automation. That is the difference between automation and automation. So automation is minimum human intervention. It is obviously both the types will improve efficiency, will reduce the errors, will make it more productive, will do it faster. It is used for repetitive work, which we don't feel like doing repetitive work, so we give it to machines. Okay. Yeah, so this is automation is static, and this one is learning from machines, learning from experience, um, uh, routine. So this one also picks up data from, so you will have some expert data also already already available on internet, depending on the machine. So typically in healthcare machinery, if you have ECG, or if you have something, if, let's say you want to pull out the data of BMI available, and how is BMI in a particular culture. So all of that can be picked up real time. So while automation is for repetitive work, AI is for intelligent work. AI is more learning, more evolving. So again, it's almost like a race of evolution between humans and AI. And AI, we all know, is as we speak, it is evolving. Today, if you put something on ChatGPT, you will get an output. Tomorrow, if you put the same question, you might get a different output because somebody would have added some information. It is almost like a race of being more aware between AI and humans. So you better kind of, we have to be really aware of what's happening and how, at least be able to give the right command so that you can use technology for your benefit. Okay. Any questions? Okay, so in terms of benefits, yes, it's more efficient, it's more rapid, gives the result faster, accuracy, errors are less, productive, human efforts can be directed through higher level tasks, data driven. So your decision need not be on guesses, which mostly we have a tendency of, it's become difficult for us to work hard, so we kind of make guesses and trial and error. So this is more accurate and it gives you data driven. So if you ask Alexa, so if you ask Alexa, give me the temperature for last 10 days, and if you ask the average, then they will be able to, AI will be able to tell you. Okay, I got some questions. I'll try to cover, or else I'll do it maybe next time. I just got some. Are you able to see the PPT? Well, this is generator
Uh,
on web.
yes,
Huh?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay,
visible.
great. Okay, okay. Just got a message. Anyway, so yes, so your decisions are more accurate because you can depend on the data. Again, it depends on the data which is fed already in internet, so you can ask for a better decision. So let's say you want to travel. I just got a mail message, by the way. There is a travel happening in Antarctica also. I am surprised because of global warming. They are exploring Antarctica also. So let's say you want to go to Antarctica, and you really have no clue what kind of temperatures there will be and what kind of temperature or living. I don't know how it's going to be living style, but you can ask. And if somebody would have fed, some researcher would have fed data on internet, you can simply ask internet and can give you uh, the kind of temperatures, and so that you can do a better decision if you want to really travel and have fun there. So uh, so that's the kind of usage you can apply it for. In terms of savings, obviously, like I was giving you the example of JP Morgan, 36,000 hours reduced to seconds. So accuracy and manpower saving. So manpower will not go anywhere. I think if there is some confusion in the mind of people, careers will not. There will still be careers. There is no doubt that the careers will be there. There will be jobs. Only the ways of working will change. Only you just need to be upgraded, so that upgrade yourself, so that um, at least you can work with AI. At least you can work with AI, and the types of jobs are changing. But definitely, there is a lot of work. I gave you a little example of moving from three dimension world to, I call it as a fourth dimension virtual world. And you will surely have fifth dimension and sixth dimension. So I was also listening where they are leveraging. What Elon Musk says is that humans are not made for one planet. So they are also looking for. They figured out moon of Saturn, which is possible to have water, and we can kind of go and stay. And I'm sure it's not like soon, so soon, but there is a lot more to cover, in terms of tapping your potential to the fullest. So there is no risk. I believe there is absolutely no risk of the career. All you have to do is tell yourself, I am going to be better each day. I am going to grow each day. I'm going to learn more and more each day. And it is there on your palm with your phone, right? Innovation, AI power technologies is going to boom like anything. Innovation is the way to go, because people are impatient and get bored very easily. They are looking for new things each day. And each one of you can prepare one app. There is no doubt. Okay, so I want to quickly move to this part. And this I can maybe tomorrow, next time I will talk more about it. But I want to show you, because this class is still 6. I want to show you, this is the work that we would request you to do. And I will cover this. I will ask my teammate to cover one of the tools, because newer generation is smarter, I believe. So she will cover a tool, and this is the assignment you see on the screen. You are requested to make a note of this, and like ma'am said, you will have to prepare this on Word file. And or I mean, this question is presentation. I hope she's okay with the presentation. So you can prepare, do this, and get it by next week positively. Okay, and ma'am will tell you how to submit if there is an email ID. Okay, is that okay, team?
Ma'am, there's a question of a student like, do they need to work on any GUI software for the assignment?
There will be. Yes. So
Can
we
you
will take
please
you. So just
mention
make a
about
note
it?
of this assignment, and we will quickly take you through one of the tools so that you get an understanding and you can do this assignment. Is that okay?
All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. So now, can I request you to hand over the this thing to Anu? Audio. Anu, can you unmute yourself?
Sorry. Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes.
Because my network is too weak and continue disconnected. I don't know why, but now I'm trying to give my best.
Yeah, yeah, no, sure, you're audible.
So
Yes,
shall
yeah,
I
please go on. Yes.
start? Okay, okay. So hello everyone. I am Anu Soni. So firstly, I would like to thank Veena ma'am for allowing me to share my insights with this exchange group. So being a part of this meeting, excited to have the chance to exchange ideas and knowledge such a talented and diverse audience. So now, without any delay, so let's begin with the first generative AI tool called Wepic. So first, I would like to know just have you used MSF Office before? Hello.
The students are on mute, so they will text you.
Oh, sorry.
So they must be texting you about it, their responses. So most of the students are saying no. Some are saying yes.
So, so what type of yeah, MS Office and any other MS Office? So most of you are saying you have used MS Office, and there are more applications for presentations like PowerPoint, Canva. Yeah, but in today's class, I would like to explain the one of the generative AI tool that is Webpick. So let's begin with the first generative AI tool. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah, no, you are.
Hello.
Yes or no?
Yes or no? I think she is having network issues. Ma'am, can you continue?
Okay,
Because
okay.
we have limited time. So
Okay. In fact, what you see on the screen is Wepic only. We created entire material on Wepic. Okay, so if you go on you have your phones, just go to Wepic. Just on your phone, go to Wepic. Okay, so there is a site https wepic.com. Am I right?
Ma'am, am I audible now?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes.
My network is very unstable now. I don't know why it is, but
Anyway, so
I'm trying.
Okay, so no, let me, you can just add. Okay, I'll just take them. So guys, you just go to webic.com on internet on your phone. You can use phone or laptop wherever you have an access. So Vepic is the graphic designer for us. So you all are aware of PowerPoint earlier. Sorry to use this word, but kind of almost ugly looking PowerPoints. We've made so many presentations. Like I have myself made so many presentations to the clients using PowerPoint, and we used to. I took hours and hours for me to put things together, and still they were not so beautiful looking, right? So then PowerPoint, then Canva came. Before this booming of AI, there was Canva, and Canva is still better now. Canva is also integrated with AI, so Canva also you can kind of use Canva for all your graphic designs. These are very easy. If you have not done earlier, please start using it. It hardly takes 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, to prepare a birthday card or anything like that, and you can make your family relationships happy. And if you in a professional world, you can make people happy with nice designs on Canva. And Vepic is another one. It's an AI tool. It is a free tool which is very similar looking as Canva. As you see, I have it on my screen. So if you click on, when you go to Vepic, you can just log in through uh, your Google account. Okay. So go to Vepic. As I speak, please follow. Go to Vepic. It might ask you to log in. You can log in through your Google account, or you want to create, you can create, but I suggest to make it faster, just log in through your Google account. Done. Okay. Now it says the first button after Vepic that you see, this is the button. Yeah. So you can choose what you want. So these are the options that you see: A4 size, normal size paper, A5 size is half of it, and business card, desktop wallpaper, Facebook cover, Facebook
Sorry to
square
interrupt,
post.
ma'am, but
Yeah.
I think the feedback is open on the screen share, so I need to change the screen share to web.
Acha, I have to redo it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I stop and redo, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Share
Yes,
this
ma'am.
tab. Okay, let me just check. Okay.
Yeah, ma'am. It's
I
showing
think
now.
great, great. Thank you. So yeah, so as I go to Webpick, you log in through your email, Google ID probably, and then you go to this first button on this side, as you see this icon here. And here you can see, you can choose the size pixels that you want to use, uh, or in terms of millimeter, or and then you can choose whatever size you want to look at. So you want to, like, what kind of collateral you want to make. Is it an A4 size, A5, business card, desktop wallpaper, Facebook cover, Facebook square post, Instagram, general 16, aspect ratio 16 is to 9, like, the length to breadth, 2D length to breadth ratio is different with laptops, with TV, and Facebook, Insta. Uh, so Facebook, Insta is portrait. Facebook is, I think, landscape is better there. Um, YouTube is different. So all of that you can choose. So let's say whatever we want to make, we can make. I can choose. Let's say I want to make a general presentation. So it has some templates already. These are some already templates available. Some of them are paid, some of them are free. The good thing about the tools that we will be talking about, you will be able to practice this as a free, through free login, through free account, and for the higher ones you will have to pay. Now, if you go to this, you can just pick up any of the, and you can actually choose also which type you want. Let's say you want a business one. Uh, and so it has these business kind of presentations that you can choose. There are already some. So the best thing is, these are so easy, and I am emphasizing you all to prepare a tool. Maybe next time, by next time, you will figure out there are some tools which help you make an app. The best thing with the app, best thing with any app of AI is that you don't have to feed. So like today I'm checking this business plan right now. Tomorrow if I check, I might get a new one because it is already picking up from internet. You know what I'm saying? It is already getting fed with all the information. So you don't have to really, I mean, it kind of generate itself and makes money for you. So you can just pick up any of the nice presentation that you like. Okay. So yeah, and then you can kind of add elements, add text, uh, elements you can add. Okay, so you can add elements and tools, and so these are some free ones which are available, and there are some pictures, photos also. These are simple elements, and there are some photos that you can put, something like this. Okay, you can just make it the background, you can just make it big, you can change the background. So
And there
just,
are
I'm
queries
sure you
like
guys have.
how to go to presentation page. So if you can just repeat because some students have missed it.
Okay, so just you can use your phone or you can use your laptop. The website is wepic.com. If you go to wepic.com, you will be able to log into it. So just go to Wepic. You will get a first screen. Maybe I can redo it, or I can just do a new one probably. So this is what you get on the screen. I have already logged in, so it's not showing. But if you're doing it for the first time, you will have to log in through your Google account. So once you log in through your Google account, you will be able to see this screen. Now it is giving you all these free templates: Facebook, Instagram, business card, etc., etc. So I have given you an assignment. You can do it through Wepic. All you have to do is look for the free template. Um, if it is a resume, let's say, look for the free template. So here you go. You can probably just pick this one and make edit this. Okay, so you can pick whichever you like and you can edit. So this is one example, and there are some tools, free tools, like I was showing. I don't see it here. You can see it in your, if you make a PowerPoint, you will be able to see a PowerPoint. Sorry, I mean, say business presentation I was doing. Is that clear now? You know how to open it? Okay. So, oh, I should cross this now. I think. So look at the kind of searches, 14,000. Huh? So you can pick up any. So it is also giving. Let's say we want to start up. It's giving you the tools also. You know the steps. What is the idea, customer, etc. So how to get to the top. You are able to see, right? Share this tab. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, so now you can just, if you see on the bottom, these are different templates. Templates, like I said, a business template, or it's a wedding template or whatever. Then you can also add these text, add a heading, add a subheading. Some of the elements that you see, these are the elements. So you can add these elements, So to make it more beautiful, more sensible, these are nice ones. You can put pictures. So if you put your picture, it can be in the shape of star. Let's say, if you put some picture, add here, so it will come as a star. Okay. Or if I get a okay. So like photos, you have different free photos. So this comes as a, I can just fit it as a star. So it becomes very beautiful. And you can also upload some of the pictures from your gallery. So I have these pictures of mine. I can just put it, upload some media here. That's my picture. Okay, so it is showing my picture also. So I can add that. It just uploaded. Now I can add it here. Okay. So my picture. So I mean, this is something which you guys are, you can play around doing all this. I'm just telling you how to do it. So this is one of the tools which is really gaining momentum, and these are different. So you can, I mean, so you have an AI writer also, and AI translate also in the language that you want. Okay, so English, this free one doesn't have too many, but you can just, so this one in the free, it does not have so many. I think just, yeah, it will do it. Anyway, so this is just to give you an understanding of how this works. You can add more. Let's say you can add more slides. Let me see how this works. So
Queries of students like, can they use any other platform? Like they are mentioning that Canva is also doing the same thing. So what is the difference,
okay,
major difference in this platform, generative AI? Where is the use?
yeah. So what I found different, I have used both. Canva, Canva is just a few things are free. It becomes paid. I actually had a paid version. But this one I was able to do free. Canva is now integrated with AI. Earlier it was not. So earlier it was very difficult. With this, what happens is when I prepare my slides, I just I keep the link, and even my team, if they update, even I update, whosoever updates, it saves immediately. So even in parallel, two people are able to do it. Um, and so this is advantage, and yeah, I think mainly this. Do you want to add anything, Anu? Yeah, this has this has AI writer. So if you,
Hello, ma'am.
yes,
Ma'am, I would like to add some something like there is an option for AI presentation with the option AI presentation maker. Can I share my screen?
okay, I will stop mine. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think you are having network issues. So we can see your screen.
Wait. Uh, uh,
Yes, we can see it
are you
now.
able to
Yes, yes, yes.
see my screen now?
Yes, yes, we can see.
Uh, so when you go to the
I think, Anu, your voice is breaking. You're having network issues. We can do one thing. Anu, can you hear me? Ma'am, we can do one thing. She can share a recorded video, right? And
Okay.
we will circulate it in the group of the students, right?
Fine.
Sure. No problem.
Right. Because we also are running out of time and
Okay.
there are network issues. Students, we have circulated in your WhatsApp group. Ma'am is just joining. She just left the meeting by mistake.
Like AI writer maker, AI presentation maker, and text to image. So in featured content, there is a presentation, social media calendar. You can generate presentation. So it think uh,
Anu, you can do one thing. You can record a video, right? And parallelly, you can also have a recording of your screen and we will circulate all the information in the group, right? Because your voice is breaking.
yeah, sure. Actually, this is my so due to some network issues, I am not able to present my screen, and also I could not able to give answers of most of the questions. And
Ma'am, you have joined.
Yeah, I'm there. Yeah, so that's okay. Don't worry. So we have taken note of all the questions, and we will come back. Anyways, we are meeting. That's the good part. And thank you for being a patient listener. And we really enjoyed. Maybe next time I'll try to make it more interactive. Really like to talk to people. Uh, Yeah,
Right.
submission
Thank
date is Rohan. So submission date next time we are meeting on Wednesday, 4ish. So you can submit to me by then. Uh, so try to submit by Tuesday end of the day. And so can you tell them where do they have to submit? Is there an email ID?
Yes, ma'am, we will update them. So, students, you will get a Google Form link. So, you have to submit your assignments there, right? And we will update you about the dates in your WhatsApp group. And we will just share your attendance link here itself as well as in your WhatsApp group. So, be patient about it, right? So, don't worry about your assignment submission and your attendance link. We will share all the links with you. Ma'am, if you want to add anything, you
So
can add.
I can now see the questions. So there are questions around this. So we want you to do the questions as requested for. Use an AI tool, preferably Wepic, because we have told you about Wepic. But even if you come back telling me that you found some other tool for preparing the resume and the questions that I have told you, then I'm okay. So there is no problem. As long as you use generative AI, we are okay. But yeah, my request is to kind of go through Epic as well, But it's okay if you generated using some other AI. I'm okay with it.
All right, ma'am.
Any more
Thank you so
questions? I
much.
can see the chat. I can spend 5 more minutes and just understand. Guys, I'm sorry we
Sure,
couldn't
sure,
talk
ma'am.
earlier. Yes, I'm PGDBM. Can you tell few algorithms? Can we make posters? I mean, I won't be able to tell you right away, but I can just make a note and come back next time. Yeah, so
Students, you can drop
algorithms,
your questions to ma'am. She will note your questions and she will
can we
respond.
make posters? So just go back, just did you make a note of the, I'm getting questions on the assignment. Did you make a note of the assignment sheet? I prepared it sometime back. I just have to go back. Just follow what the assignment is asking you to do. Okay. So it says using a generative AI tool, prepare your profile in 5 slides for a prospective investor or a job hiring. Okay. So this question is, if you want to get into a job, then you are preparing this for a hiring manager. If you want to do some startup, then you are preparing this for a prospective investor. What are you preparing? You are preparing your profile in 5 slides. Okay. So, and the second question is, prepare a 5-slide presentation on generative AI itself. Okay, on generative AI and what are the future prospects of generative AI, right? So remember the snowball effect and how it is going up, gaining momentum. It is becoming powerful. It is growing faster than my age. Like my age was 1 year in 365 days. Now this one is probably 1 year in a day. That's how fast it is growing. Any more questions? Give me 5 minutes. I want to spend time with them. Do we have to use AI? Yes. Yes, you should be able to use AI and put steps. So when you prepare this, just don't and just put down 5 steps that you have kind of used, the command that you have used. Chatbot, there is a process to do it. If you have questions, I can come back next time. It's a little complex to prepare your own chat box. Okay, there is there is an app storm which you helps you make your apps, but it's a very crude way of working. So things like algorithms and chatbot, they need a larger set of learning. I mean, I will so just send this picture of the assignment. I will send it to you. I will send it to Anjali, and she can kind of resend again to everybody. So we can make the assignment in Canva. Yeah, use AI, generative AI. Put down the steps. They'll share some Google form, I believe. Yeah.
Students, the last day to submit the assignment will be 3rd March. So we will share a Google form before that, right? So you just need to complete your assignment and we will circulate a Google form when you can submit the assignment. So don't worry about your assignments. Just focus on how to do it. So ma'am will address about the queries regarding the completion.
So if you guys do it before next time, I can ask somebody to present it as well. What question respond? Which site? Which site we should use? What is the question? Something is coming up on the chat box, so you can pick it up. Last date is 3rd, sir said just now. Yeah, if I get a time next time, I will ask a volunteer to present. Okay, if we get time, not sure. Okay, chatbot I will cover next time.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your time. I think we are running out of time. It's already 6:10. So if you are
Okay,
fine,
you want gamma also? I think they're just so excited.
Yeah, ma'am. So you can note down few pointers, right?
Okay. All right, Gemini. See, considering the amount of time, we won't be able to cover all, but I'll try and cover as much as I can. Okay. So thank you for your time, guys. Thank you, everyone. Yes, you have to choose either hiring, because the perspective is different. If you want a job, you write it to hiring manager. If you're doing a startup, you write it to investor. Your profile, your choice. You as a human, whatever you want to add. Okay, guys, have a good day.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was a wonderful session, and I hope students have learned a lot from you. And we will surely have one more session. And next time, I think we will be able to address more queries, because most of the time we won't be able to address the queries of the students, right? So thank you so much, ma'am. And
Bye
we will have
bye.
one more
Take
session
care.
with you.
Yeah, thanks to you.
Bye.
Yeah, bye.